My name is Eric. I'm a full-time digital nomad who's been living out of this Subaru Forester for the past 13 months as I'm traveling around the country. But for the next few days, I'm actually in Reno, Nevada, spending time with my brother, and instead of sleeping in a car, I'm sleeping in a real bed.
Regular days would turn into never-ending weekends, ordinary way. No, see you when it comes low. You plus me up, ripple effect.
To say that I've loved my time up here is an understatement. Again, I've said it 100 times, but it really is true. You just have to be here sometime and see these things up close in person. These trees are just mesmerizing. They really are. Like, I do not want to leave here. One thing I am excited about though is in just a few days, I'm gonna actually go over to Reno, Nevada, and I'm gonna see my brother. I haven't seen my brother or my family now in 13 months. All right, well, the whole reason I'm in Reno, Nevada, actually, is to see my brother. Him, his girlfriend, and her 2 kids flew out from Jacksonville, Florida, all the way out here to the West Coast because my brother was putting on a soccer camp. Now, my brother owns his own company called Epic Soccer Academy, right here on the hat. And that is a facility, an indoor soccer facility he has back home in Jacksonville, Florida. And he'll train anybody who's interested in upping their soccer skills, from field players to goalkeepers. He was a professional goalkeeper for many years in his playing days. And he started his own business back home. And once a year, he'll usually do an outside camp somewhere where he'll get like 50 to 100 kids together, anywhere from ages like 7 to like 17. And he'll just teach them how to be better players. And usually the camps last about 3 days long. Well, he actually knows a few people out here in Reno, and he's been talking to them about putting together a camp, and the stars aligned and he was able to come out here and do that. So that's why they came out here. That's why he got this Airbnb and graciously allowed me to stay with him, and I got my own room. So check this out. So voila, my own bed. I haven't had to sleep in my car, which is down there. I got my own bed in my own room, which is really nice. So let's go downstairs and see the rest of the house. 2-story, nice big loft area, extra rooms. Let's go downstairs and see everybody. Look, there's Serena. What's up?
What's
Say hi. Serena and Bodie on his phone.
What's up?
Linda and Daryl. That's my brother.
Cheers.
That's Linda. So this is the place we got. Been nice being able to cook real meals inside. Real stove, real microwave. All right, so I think today we're gonna head out to Virginia City, and then tomorrow we're gonna check out Lake Tahoe. So see you there. All right, well, about 20, maybe 25 minutes up the street from Reno is a little town called Virginia City. And this is an old mining town. Unfortunately, I don't know much more than that because I forgot to look up information about the town before we got here. And I just tried looking it up before I was filming. And even though I have internet, for some reason it's not working. So I can't really tell you much more than I know it's an old mining town. It's known for a lot of history. Also known as being one of the most haunted places in America. And actually, in just a few days from now, I'm going to be staying in one of the most haunted hotels in not only Nevada, I think the whole entire country. Specifically, room 11. It is by far one of the most haunted rooms there. So yeah, I should have an interesting story for you then. But until then, me, Daryl, Linda, and the kids are just walking around, checking out some of the shops and stuff. All right, that's it. That's the Silver Queen Hotel. That is where I'm going to be staying in a few nights, in room 11, where a woman slit her wrists and apparently really likes to mess with guys. Look at the rooms. Just the rooms look haunted from out here. All right, I just found a little plaque that talked a little bit more about the town. And basically, in 1859, gold and silver were discovered here, and a very, very large quantity of it. In fact, they said that that mining area became known as one of the richest places on Earth, and it led to the creation of Virginia City and another nearby town. And at one point, this town actually had a population of 28,000, so it was a very bustling town back in its day. And having a population like that is actually one of the reasons that Nevada actually became a state. I don't remember what year it was, but it was because they were having larger towns like that boom up. So this town is super old and historic, right? But then you have modern day casinos in here. Look at the chandeliers up here though. Really cool. All right, check this out. It's an old vault. This used to be a bank that we're standing in. Now it's like a gift shop / bar kind of place. There's pool tables, but then there's like a mining thing back there. Serena's waving to us, but you can actually go inside this vault. They said they actually used to hold a lot of the gold and silver that was found in the area here.
Check out that silver dollar.
Ooh.
In the glass in the case.
Yeah.
It's $1 silver dollar credit.
Oh, wow. That's cool. So this vault was made by a bank that owned the area. And I think they said these walls are 2 feet thick with steel all around it and concrete on the outside. All right, Linda, Daryl, and the kids went to do some old-timey photos. So let's peek in on them and see if they've gotten in their outfits yet. All right, they're getting some old-time photos inside. Unfortunately, they're behind a wall around the corner, and I didn't pay to do the photos with them, so I can't go back there. And I tried to film a little bit inside. She's like, actually, we have a lot of pictures from families in here, and there's kids and stuff on the wall, so we don't allow any photography in here. So it's all right. When they come out, when Daryl and Linda and the kids come out, they're going to have their pictures with them, and I'll put them on camera for you. All right, so the guys just got their photo. I like how Serena's drinking. Bodie's got a gun. Daryl's got the cash. And 25 grand. Dead or alive.
You gotta raise that bounty.
These two.
You gotta be worth more than that.
Not another zero.
I swear this town is just barely hanging on. This is a crosswalk. People are walking across this thing that's just missing boards. Yeah, you're just walking on that. Over here. I mean, it goes really far down there too. Daryl's gonna attempt it. Wah! Okay. But hey, at least it's the original one. All right, we're gonna check out Bucket of Blood. Some places don't like it when you videotape inside, so I didn't go in there with the camera. And I asked one of the girls inside who's working at the photo place, why is that bar called Bucket of Blood Bar? And she's like, I actually don't know. I've lived here my whole life, never bothered to look it up. And so she actually could get cell phone service on her phone, and she looked it up, and apparently it's just always been a bar. And apparently way back in the 1800s, it was really known for its violent activity. A lot of gunshots, a lot of stabbings, a lot of just bloody things happened there. This whole town's barely hanging on. Check this out. It's just bricks missing. Funny. So if you do decide to come to Virginia City, just know that it's basically just one street of like t-shirt shops and other gift shop things. Everything shuts down though at 5 o'clock. I mean, I'm sure the bars and stuff stay open, the restaurants maybe, but all the shops close down at 5 though. All right, well, today we are in South Lake Tahoe. We decided to come over and check out a place called Emerald Bay. I've been lucky enough to be here before, but it's been about 3 years, and I had a very limited amount of time to explore Lake Tahoe in general, because I was here for 2 days and they were gonna get a snowstorm just 2 days following, and I did not want to be up here as a Floridian in the snow. So anyways, we're checking out a place called Emerald Bay today, and we're headed to a place called Eagle Falls. Let's go check it out. Bodie, Serena, turn around. baby. All right, so that castle that's right on top of that island there, I was just reading about it a little bit. All right, so the name of that castle is called Vikingsholm Castle, and it was built in 1929 by a woman who bought up the land around Emerald Bay here, and then flew over to Scandinavia and researched kind of architecture that she wanted to build her house on. Ended up building the house over, I think she said about 5 months or so, and then eventually the land was flipped a couple of times, and now I think the state owns the castle. So you can take a tour of it. It's only $15 to take a tour if you want to go down there and check it out. We're not actually going to do a tour. We're just hiking down to the water, and you get really great views from there. And the kids really want to jump in the water anyway, so. Bodie, Serena, where you guys at?
California.
Where Is it cold? Is it cold?
Whatever you do, I can
The light.
Oh!
Did you get it? Yes.
All right, we came down to Tahoe City. It's a little town right here on the waterfront. That's the thing about Lake Tahoe is there's just all these little towns dotted along the lake. And Tahoe City was personally one of my favorites last time I was here. So I told my brother and Linda and the kids, I was like, I think you guys might like Tahoe City. So came in here, checked it out. Really gorgeous area. Highly recommend you come down here. Lots and lots of restaurants and stuff like that along the waterfront. So we're at a place called Commons Beach here in Tahoe City, and I remember coming to a park environment. I didn't quite remember the name, Commons Beach, but I remember coming to some sort of park environment where I saw the water, and the water was kind of low, and I was here at sunset, and the sunset was reflecting off the water. It was really gorgeous, and there was all these rocks that are in the water back here, but the water was so low you could actually get into the water a lot further, and the rocks were more exposed. So I was telling them, I was like, let's come down here and check it out, see if how low the water is. You can see the rocks, but you can't really see the rocks as well, but this is definitely the spot. Try to skip this rock. Hitch it up. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right, ready?
5 right here. I get the perfect rock.
I hit it. Big hop.
Bodie picked up a rock and threw it on the ground, teased the geese. Now they all think he's got food. So now they've scared him up on the table.
Please, it's not as serious.
I don't want my leg here.
Haha, I win.
At top of the mountain?
Yeah. I'm like trying to get up there. I was like, I don't think I should. Serena, please. Whee! Mom, look.
Let's get a picture of this guy with me.
Yeah,
We gotta get some content for you.
I know.
Break up into some groups. It's literally about just having as much. This is it.
All right, well, out of suburbia today. This is the last day in the Airbnb. Linda and the kids are heading out in like 2 hours or so. They're headed to the airport soon. And I am headed back to the car. It's not gonna go back to full time in the car. I've been spending a week with family and it's been absolutely needed. It's been over a year since I've seen my brother and friends, so this is just amazing. Love the time I got to spend with them. But we'll definitely do it again. Let's go say bye to them. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Escaping
Come
normal
on,
life with
oh,
my
man.
brother of escaping normal life.
Man, yeah, so much. Thank you so much. Oh.
Seeing you, be safe.
Oh yeah, what's up, Bodie? Serena. Oh man, so good to see you guys. Were you glad you came?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Was it epic?
Heck yeah.
Was it epic, Bodie? Did you get to make all the goals?
I made a cup.
A couple? You made all of them, I think. Mustache gloves. All right, well, I'm gonna see you in the next one. I am headed to Virginia City for 2 nights, stay at a Honda hotel. Until next time, thanks for escaping normal life with me.